Imagine waking up every day to a life of predictability, routine, and comfort. It feels safe, right? But what if I told you that this very comfort zone you cling to is slowly but surely sabotaging your future? Today we're going to dive deep into the 7 shocking signs that the comfort you've grown so attached to is actually holding you back from achieving the life you dream of. Stay with me, because these revelations might just change everything you thought you knew about success and fulfillment. Are you ready to break free? Let's go. We've all been there, living a life where everything feels safe, comfortable, and predictable. The idea of stepping outside that comfortable bubble is terrifying, and the thought of embracing the unknown might make your stomach churn. But what if I told you that this comfort you've clung to for so long is the very thing that's keeping you from your true potential? The truth is, most people don't realize how the quest for comfort can quietly destroy their future. It doesn't happen overnight, and it's not always obvious. Wake up in the morning, go through the motions, follow the same routine, and everything seems perfectly fine. But in reality, this cycle is slowly suffocating your growth, your opportunities, and your dreams. So how do we recognize when comfort is becoming a silent enemy? How do we identify the signs that we're too comfortable and that our comfort is sabotaging our future? I'm about to share with you the 7 undeniable signs that your love for comfort is doing more harm than good. These signs are not always easy to spot because they're wrapped in the disguise of familiarity and ease. But once you recognize them, you'll see how they've been quietly influencing your decisions and holding you back from the success you're capable of achieving. Sign 1, you've stopped taking risks. Think about the last time you took a risk. When did you push yourself out of your comfort zone to do something that made you uncomfortable but excited? Now be honest, how long has it been since you took that kind of risk? Risk is a natural part of growth, but when you get too comfortable, you avoid taking risks. Do you choose the safe route every time, even though you know deep down that great opportunities require boldness? It's not just about starting a business or moving to a new city. It could be as simple as speaking up in a meeting, asking for a raise, or saying no when you were used to saying yes. Every time you avoid these risks, you close the door to progress. The most successful people in life didn't play it safe. They took risks, made mistakes, and grew from them. The more you cling to comfort, the more opportunities you're missing. Sign 2, you've stopped growing. Growth isn't a one-time thing. It's not a place you reach and then stop. It's a constant process. But when you're too comfortable, you stop challenging yourself. You stick to what you know, and you stop seeking new knowledge, new experiences, or new ways of thinking. You get stuck in a cycle where you're no longer improving. Look at the last few months or years of your life. How much have you grown, learned, or expanded your horizons? If the answer is not much, it's a sign that comfort has become your enemy. When you're growing, you're uncomfortable. It's that simple. So, if you're not feeling uncomfortable in some way, you're probably not growing. Growth requires discomfort, and without it, you remain stagnant. Sign 3, you stop pursuing your passions. Think back to when you were younger and full of dreams. You had goals, you were excited about the future, and you were ready to chase after what led you on. But as time went on, you may have found yourself settling for less, ignoring your passions in favor of a more predictable, secure life. Comfort doesn't just lead to complacency in work, it can make you abandon what truly excites you. If you're no longer pursuing the things that once set your soul on fire, it's a strong sign that comfort is taking over. Maybe you've convinced yourself that you'll do it tomorrow, or that it's too risky or unrealistic. But here's the harsh truth: you'll never pursue your passions unless you get uncomfortable. The things that light you up often don't exist in the world of comfort. They lie outside of it, in places that challenge you to grow, to evolve, and to take action. Sign 4, you've surrounded yourself with the same people. Take a close look at the people you spend the most time with. Are they helping you grow, or are they keeping you in your bubble of comfort? Comfort often leads us to surround ourselves with people who think like us, act like us, and reinforce the same views and habits we've already developed. While there's nothing wrong with having supportive friends and family, if you're not regularly engaging with people who challenge your thinking, broaden your perspectives, or inspire you to be better, you're not growing. The people around you have a huge influence on your life. If you find that everyone around you is complacent, stagnant, or content with mediocrity, it's a sign that your comfort zone is too tight. Growth happens when you step outside of your usual circle, meet new people, and expose yourself to new ideas. If you're not actively seeking out relationships with people who push you to be better, then comfort has become your crutch. Sign 5. You're afraid of failure. Failure is often seen as the ultimate discomfort. Most people avoid failure at all costs because it feels like a threat to their security and self-worth. But the truth is, failure is an essential part of success. It's how we learn, grow, and adapt. If you're afraid of failure, you're living in a state of constant avoidance, choosing comfort over the risk of failing. People who embrace discomfort don't fear failure. They understand that failure is just feedback, a step towards success. But when you're too comfortable, you're afraid to take risks because you fear what might go wrong. If you're constantly worried about failing, it's a clear sign that comfort has gripped your life, keeping you from reaching your full potential. Sign 6. You've stopped challenging yourself. The best way to grow is to put yourself in situations that challenge you, that stretch your abilities, and that force you to rise above your current limitations. But when you get too comfortable, you stop pushing yourself. You stick with what's easy, avoiding situations that might test your limits. You choose the path of least resistance, and in doing so, you cheat yourself out of the growth and achievement that only comes when you challenge yourself. Ask yourself, when was the last time you did something that really challenged you? When was the last time you put yourself in a situation where you weren't sure if you could succeed, but you gave it everything you had anyway? If you can't remember, it's time to recognize that comfort has taken over, and it's holding you back from living your fullest potential. Sign 7. You've accepted mediocrity. Perhaps the most dangerous sign that comfort is destroying your future is when you've simply accepted mediocrity. You've stopped dreaming big, stopped striving for excellence, and settled for good enough. You've convinced yourself that you don't need more, or that more is impossible. Deep down, you know that you were meant for greatness. Mediocrity becomes comfortable because it doesn't require effort. It's the path of least resistance. But when you settle for less than your best, you're denying yourself the opportunity to live up to your full potential. Comfort will have you telling yourself that you're fine when in reality you're capable of so much more. Comfort may feel good in the short term, but it's a silent killer of dreams, ambitions, and the future you deserve. If you recognize any of these signs in your life, it's time to wake up. It's time to make the decision to get uncomfortable, to push yourself to take risks, to grow, to pursue your passions, and to challenge yourself every day. Because the truth is, the life you want is waiting for you on the other side of comfort. The world doesn't reward comfort, it rewards those who are willing to push past their limits, face failure head on, and embrace the discomfort that comes with growth. You don't have to do it all at once, but you do have to start. Take that first step outside your comfort zone. Whether it's speaking up, taking a risk, or simply changing your routine, the journey to a more fulfilled and successful life begins with the decision to stop loving comfort. So, let me leave you with this. The next time you feel the pull of comfort, ask yourself what am I really afraid of? And then take one small step towards breaking free, because once you do, you'll see that the discomfort of growth is nothing compared to the pain of staying stuck in a life that's less than you're capable of. And that, my friends, is how you begin to build a future that's truly worth living. Ending. As we come to the end of this conversation, I want you to pause for a moment and reflect on everything we've discussed. The comfort zone you've been clinging to, the one that feels so safe, so easy, is nothing more than an invisible cage. It holds you back from experiencing the life you were truly meant to live. Think about all the dreams you've put off, the risk you've avoided, and the potential you've yet to unlock. None of that will come to life as long as you stay in your comfort zone. But here's the good news: you don't have to stay stuck. You have the power to change your life, to step outside of that comfort zone, and to start building a future that excites you. It starts with one small decision, one small action to break free from the hold of comfort. Whether it's taking that first risk, challenging yourself in a new way, or simply acknowledging that comfort isn't going to get you where you want to be, it all starts now. I know it won't always be easy. Growth rarely is, but I promise you the reward on the other side will be worth every moment of discomfort. The success, the fulfillment, the growth you crave, it's all waiting for you to take the first step. So, if you're ready to take charge of your future and to stop loving comfort, then take action today. And if you want to keep receiving content that helps you grow, inspires you, and pushes you to live beyond your limits, make sure to subscribe to this channel. Let's take this journey together and create the life you deserve. Don't wait for tomorrow, start today. Let's break free from comfort together.